This is the Turfway Park Report for Saturday, March 10th, 2018. 8 races on the card, polytrack, fast temperature at post time around 40 degrees. The first race is a wide-open $5,000 claimant event. They'll go 6.5 furlongs. Scratch numbers 2, Heat Road, and the 3, Patty's Notes. Morning line favorite after the scratches is number 1, Beach Hut with Gabe Lagunas. And they are off. Arsenal of Democracy hopped right as they kicked it, and he's last. But it's Barrister Jim who's out there on the front end, opens up quickly by just about a length and a half. Tachi close to the pace today, away racing in second. Beach Hut now angles to the outside of that one in third. Kios is a close-up fourth, and then at the back of the pack after that blown start, Arsenal of Democracy is last of them all. Up the backside they go, chasing Barrister Jim. And he took him through a first quarter in a slow 25-3. Barrister Jim at a pedestrian-like pace leads him to the far turn in front by just about a length and a half. As the field starts to bunch up with those slow fractions, Blanket would cover the lot. It's Barrister Jim by just about a length from between horses. Kios set to strike 4 wide with that early move. Arsenal of Democracy and Beach Hut is looking to split the top pair as they continue to run around the turn. The half was 48-4, and Barrister Jim still there. Beach Hut in the middle. Kios set to strike 3 wide as they race to the head of the lane. No excuses for Barrister Jim, who got through some soft fractions, and he's still finding as they race to the head of the lane. It's Barrister Jim. Kios and the Bug Boy to the outside. Late on the scene, Tachi is rolling up the fence, but Barrister Jim is trying to hold Kios to the outside. Barrister Jim from Kios, and Barrister Jim. That first quarter was the key. Barrister Jim wins it by just about a length. Kios was second. Tachi was next. Then came Beach Hut in 119-2. And number 5, Barrister Jim, got away with some slow fractions up top and leads him from the starting stall to that's all. Barrister Jim all the way up top under Victor LeBron, owned and trained by Brian Michael, returns 8:23, 83.20. Finishing second, number 6, Kios. Third, the 4, Tachi. Fourth, the 1, Beach Hut. The exacta 37.20, the try, $47.30. With those late scratches, the Superfecta wager was canceled. Running time for the opener, 119-2. Tonight's second race, a claimant event for 3 olds and up, which have never won 2 lifetime. $5,000 is the claiming tag. 6 furlongs the distance. Scratch the 4, Patriot Song. The morning line favorite has drawn the fence. Number 1, Win the Cats Away for trainer Jamie Grubbs. And they are off. Dance even hopped at the start and is last. It's Ronto Society who's sending on out. Also quick into stride was River Kid. Misterpuppetmaster up to the outside, through from the inside, Win the Cats Away. Then the gray Dance even from last has raced up into 5th, and a link for the back to Real Discreet. And Clever Now is at the back of the pack. Up the backside they charge. 7 links from top to bottom. They pass the half-mile pole. And Ronto Society through a first quarter of 24-1. Pressured now to the outside by Misterpuppetmaster. Then a length and a half further back, Win the Cats Away, stuck along the fence in third. Dance even trying to hold that one in from 4th. Then from the back of the pack, taking a wide angle on that turn is Clever Now. Real Discreet being turned upon to keep pace, and River Kid out at the back. Still chasing Ronto Society, but Win the Cats Away is the danger. Win the Cats Away, Black Silk's Red Cap just needs a free place to run. As they race to the head of the lane, it's still Ronto Society. Misterpuppetmaster still keeping Win the Cats Away in a tight spot, and Dance even on the stand side as they race into the final Florence furlong. Ronto Society is still finding Win the Cats Away is going to try to scrape the paint and sneak through along the fence. Ronto Society trying to not let him through. Win the Cats Away grinding on, and Win the Cats Away in a paint-peeling ride by Azale de Leon. I think got the head bob in the photo, but we'll take a photo in 113-2. Number 1, Win the Cats Away, slides through along the fence through a narrow opening under Azale de Leon and gets the victory for owners James and Darlene Wright, trained by Jamie Grubbs. Number 1, Win the Cats Away, $740, $443. Finishing second, the pace setter, number 2, Ronto Society. Third, number 8, Dance Even. And fourth to 6, Clever Now. Exacta $89.20. The try, $282.60. The daily double, $38.80. Superfecta, $1,523.60. Running time for the 6 furlongs, 113-2. Tonight's third race, a claimant event for 3 olds and up, which have never won 2 lifetime. Claiming tag $5,000, the distance 1 mile. Scratch number 4, Mama's Gift. Morning line favorite at 8-5. Number 2, Our Gordy for Kenny Dalton and Andrew McKenzie. And they are off. Our Gordy, hard hustled by Inthe on out to the lead. Also, Bold Colors will be a pace presence, and Only at the Shoe hugs that fence as they head on into that clubhouse turn. Our Gordy shows the way by just about a length and a half. Bold Colors to the outside of Only at the Shoe. They are second and third. Way out wide. Outlaw moves a closer fourth to the inside Pint Size. And Successful just had to tap on the brakes in Spots Appeal. Is out at the back, almost single file. As they head up the backside, they're just about 8 lengths from top to bottom. First quarter 25 and 4/5 seconds. Our Gordy, under stout restraint by Patriot, racing with that head way up high, but now he drops it and settles down, and he opens up by almost 2. Only at the Shoe races a joint second with Bold Colors. Outlawed continue to race in the center track while racing in fourth. Done on the inside, Successful between those two Pint Size and Spots Appeal still can see them all. The half 49 and 4 onto the far turn, just outside 3 furlongs still to race, and Our Gordy, under confident handling by Patriot, still shows the way. The lead now is just about a length and a quarter. Only at the Shoe trying to work off the fence. Bold Colors trying to pin him in. Meanwhile, Pint Size is in a world of trouble, has nowhere to go as they continue to run around the turn. Our Gordy still there, Ooch yet to move a muscle. Whip comes out on Only at the Shoe. Now Pint Size angles off, cover into the 3-path. Green blinkers as they straighten away for the stretch run. Here comes the patented Ooch Whip going to work on Our Gordy. And Our Gordy by the 8th pole still shows a 2-length lead. Pint Size, a big long shot, is worked into the clear. Up the fence comes Successful. 1/16 left. Our Gordy being put to the test by Patriot. Late on the scene. Pint Size even further out. Outlawed. Our Gordy hanging on. Our Gordy all the way up top by veteran Patriot. Wins by just about 3/4 of a length. Pint Size was second. A host of horses hit the wire, and a photo for third in 1:42 and 3. Number 2, Our Gordy, well prepared off that long layoff for this route distance by trainer Larry Smith. Takes him gate to wire under veteran speed rider Patriot. Number 2, Our Gordy, owned by Andrew McKenzie in the Gallopin' Gordy stables. Our Gordy returns $4, $2.80, $2.40 as the favorite. Second, number 6, Pint Size. Third, number 8, Outlawed. And fourth, number 1, Only at the Shoe. There was a claim of foul. The second place finisher lodged a claim of foul against the winner, Legend Interference, near the wire, but that was disallowed. The Exacta 33.40, Try 72.60, Superfecta 437.40, and the first pick 3 on the evening $46 even. Running time for Our Gordy's mile was 1:42 and 3. Tonight's fourth race is a maiden claimer for 3 olds and up, claiming tag $5,000. Will go 6 furlongs. Heavy favorite on the morning line. Number 8, Jimmy's in the house for trainer Wesley Ward. Post. They are off. Jimmy's in the house, hopped as they kicked it. But it's Mr. Glen who will get the first call. There goes Jimmy's in the house, now up and after the lead. Comedy Zone away racing in third. Then there's a margin of at least 6 or 7 lengths back already. Back into the fourth position, through from the inside. His numbers never lie. Then it's Dr. Spalding, a separation of 7 to Sunnyside Fred, and Saving 10 is 20 lengths out of it. Very well strung out. About 25 lengths out of it now from top to bottom as they head into the far turn. Comedy Zone to the inside of Jimmy's in the house. These two match strides 4 in front of Numbers Never Lie, who comes on through to be third. Mr. Glen is called it tonight, starts to backpedal from fourth. Then comes Sunnyside Fred, and a long, long way back to Dr. Spalding and Saving 10 as they continue to run around the turn. And they're chasing Jimmy's in the house. Comedy Zone to the inside. Here comes Numbers Never Lie with a full head of steam to the outside. The half was a slow 47 seconds flat, and they race to the head of the lane. Comedy Zone to the inside. Jimmy's in the house to the outside. There goes Numbers Never Lie up and after the lead to the outside, and Numbers Never Lie goes on by Comedy Zone. Jimmy's in the house back into third as they race by the 16th pole. Numbers Never Lie. He was unprepared in the last start, but he makes amends and wins today by a length and a half in the end. Comedy Zone was second, Jimmy's in the house third, and Mr. Glen was fourth in 1:13 and 3. Numbers Never Lie breaks maiden here in his 20th career start, rolls from off the pace and runs by the pace setters late to win by about a length and a half going away for owner-trainer Emery Brinkland. Gabe Lagunas up top for the winning ride. Numbers Never Lie, 1040, 380, 210. Second to 7, Comedy Zone. Third to 8, Jimmy's in the house. And fourth to 6, Mr. Glen. Exacta 33.60. Try 35.50. Double $40.20. Super $329.20. Pick 3 102.30. Running time 1:13 and 3. Tonight's fifth race is a claimant event for 3 olds and up, which is never won 3, claiming tag $5,000 the distance 1 mile. Scratch the 10 Double Sence, scratch the 12 Noble Warrior. Morning line favorite on the stretch out, number 11 Tavernenthecrow with Patriot. And they are off. Baku Knight's broken a tangle, and he's last. It's Jenny's Regal Man sending on out. Conquest Skedaddle's a pace presence, and from that outermost gate, Tavernenthecrow is being put to the test by Oots, but still parked out way wide on the run the first turn. Jenny's Regal Man has the lead. Now, Tavernenthecrow is allowed to cross over, and these two hook up as they have just about 6.5 furlongs to travel. Conquest Skedaddle racing in the third position, a bit quick, making an early run up into fourth. Giovanni is fifth, and a margin of about 6 or 7 lengths back to Kitten for Granny. After that slow start, Baku Knights has raced up into a joint sixth. Through from between those two is Reality. Then comes French Badge, and at least a margin of 6 or 7 lengths back to Negu, who's out at the back of the pack, about 20 lengths off the lead as they head up the backstretch. First quarter 25-1, and they pass the half in 48-4. Tavernenthecrow shows the way. Jenny's Regal Man back into second. Giovanni from between horses third. A bit quick with that early middle move, has moved to closer fourth. Baku Knights continuing to find to the outside. Baku Knights is closing in from the back of the pack. Then comes Conquest Skedaddle as they continue to run around the turn, chasing Tavernenthecrow. Baku Knights has moved into second. Also coming on from the back, it's Kitten for Granny as they race to the head of the lane. Tavernenthecrow, here's Baku Knights on the move and on the attack to the outside as they straighten away through 3/4 in 114 flat. It's Baku Knights up to the throat latch of Tavernenthecrow. Late on the scene, Geno's Regal Man back for more. Conquest Skedaddle, and between those two, Kitten for Granny. They're in the final 16th of a mile, and Baku Knights has the lead, and Baku Knights blow the start and went from worst to first and got it done. Baku Knights by 3 parts of a length to Tavernenthecrow. Then came Kitten for Granny, Jenny's Regal Man, and French Badge in 141-4. What a performance turned in by number 7, Baku Knights. Blows the start as last and passes them all to win here for owner Miguel Maya, trained by Adolfo Macias, and Declan Cannon up top for the winning ride. The winner, 63-40, 25-80, 12-80. Second, the 11, Tavernenthecrow. Third, the 8, Kitten for Granny. Fourth, the 1, Jenny's Regal Man. Exacta, $146.20. The try, $616.20. Daily double, $290.60. Pick 4, $1,613.40. The Super, $6,504.80. Winning pick 3, $204.90. No winners in the pick 5. There was a consolation payout 4 of 5. And the carryover on the pick 5 into Thursday's card, $5,081 and change. The consolation pick 5, 4 of 5, paid $60.45. Running time was 141-4. Tonight's 6th race, a claiming event for Thrills and Up, which have never won 2, 15 down to 10. The claiming tag, the goal a mile, scratch the 6, Prince Hansen. Morning line favorite after the scratch, number 7, King of the Channel for Billy Conley. And they are off. Hette's the first to show, also the filly Sour Peach quick into stride, and My Foolish Bow against the rail is third as Griffs goes in a tight spot, checking hard there and coming out into the path of Enhanced Edition. King of the Channel took the worst of it, and then Bombonero is out at the back, so eventful run into that first turn, but Hette is free and clear on the front end, shows away by just about a length. Sour Peach is second. Now Griffs goes continuing to tug hard against Dean Sarvis as went from a second last up into a joint share of the lead and is getting out hard on that far turn run as now they straighten up for the back stretch. It's Griffs Ghost emerges with the lead out wide, but had to work hard to do it. Hette back into the second position. Sour Peach third. My Foolish Bow tugging hard against the jock, moves a closer fourth. Enhanced Edition in a good spot from fifth, only 2 lengths off the lead. Then a link for the back to King of the Channel, and Bombonero way out at the back, the half 50-1. Now My Foolish Bow takes over the lead. Enhanced Edition up to the outside second. There goes King of the Channel. Cut loose by Uzi to the outside of Hette. Griff's Ghost is starting to backpedal now. Just got passed by Sour Peach. Bombonero's on the move from the back of the pack as they race around the turn. They're just about 5/6 of a mile from home. And Enhanced Edition comes away with the lead. My Foolish Bow to the outside. Here's King of the Channel set to strike 3 wide as they race to the head of the lane. Larry Baker's Enhanced Edition will turn them on down. My Foolish Bow will not go away. Here's King of the Channel, the Tampa shipper, as these 3 come together by the 8th pole. King of the Channel to the outside, Enhanced Edition to the inside against the fence. My Foolish Bow wide open by the 16th pole. King of the Channel, Enhanced Edition, they duke it out in deep stretch. King of the Channel now on a 2-race win streak. Enhanced Edition was second. My Foolish Bow third. Bombonero was fourth in 140-1. Number 7, King of the Channel, wears him down and gets up to win right at the wire for owner William Anderson and trainer Bill Conley. Perry Utes with his second victory on the card. Number 7, King of the Channel on a 2-race win streak. The winner returns $5.40, $4, $4. Second, number 5, Enhanced Edition. Third, the 2, My Foolish Bow. Fourth, number 1, Bombonero. Exacta 64.60. The try, 147.60. The double, 241 even. The super, 637.60. And the $1 pick 3, $763.60. Running time, 140 and 1. Tonight's 7th race, a claimant event to go 6 furlongs. Scratch the 1, Rod McLeod. Morning line favorite, number 8, Enlisted Man with Declan Cannon. And they are off in the Geigelpalooza 4-dash. And Tiz Aaron's Knight hopped out at the start in his last. Reader will get the first call. There goes Akapeski. And up on the outside, Enlisted Man. These three right across the track. Mean Intentions in a box there, racing in 4th. 2 in front of Mackinac was away racing 5th. Mule Theory in the 6th position, about 7 lengths off the lead. And then 2 lengths further back down along the inside, Tacoma Park, as they continue the run up the backstretch through a first quarter in 23 and 3/5 seconds. Onto the far turn run. There's still 3 across the track. Akapeski to the inside, Enlisted Man to the outside, and in between those two, sandwiched is Reader. Then 2 lengths further back, it's Mean Intentions. Now Mackinac in from Oakland is on the move. Also 4 lengths further back, Tacoma Park is underway. Mule Theory switches cover as they continued run around the turn. They passed the quarter-mile pole, and Reader to the inside of Enlisted Man. Here comes Mackinac on the Garcia Silk, set down for the drive as they straighten away through a half in 46 and 4. Enlisted Man strikes the front by the 8th pole. Reader under a full-out pursuit in 2nd, and Mackinac has kicked it into top gear down the stand side by the 16th pole. Enlisted Man spurting away here. Enlisted Man, 2 wins for Declan Cannon, wins by just about 2. Reader was 2nd, Mackinac 3rd, Mule Theory 4th. Number 8, Enlisted Man, takes race 7 for the Foster family racing, trained by Eric Foster, and Declan Cannon gets his 2nd victory on the night. Enlisted Man, now a 7-time winner, 5 of those coming right here at Turfway. Enlisted Man returned 780, 380, and 260. Second, number 7, Reader. Third, the 1, Mackinac. Fourth, the 9, Mule Theory. Exacta, $18. The trifecta, $29.50. Daily double, $37.60. Superfecta, $206.20. The pick 3, $403.50. Running time, 111 and 4. Tonight's 8th and final is a maiden filly 3-year-old claimer, claiming tag $7,500, distance 5.5 furlongs. Morning line favorite, number 8, Woman of Love with Malcolm Franklin. And they are off. First, her Kind Robin missed the break, and she is last. Woman of Love sending on out. Also, Sanctuary Spot as expected. Down the inside, beaming. And it looks like Sergio Figueroa has lost his outside iron, and now he's kicked out his inside iron and is going bareback down the backstretch. So it's Sanctuary Spot, clears off by about a length. Woman of Love back into the 2nd spot. Candy Lou is 3rd. Then comes Painted Verse in 4th. Zumake is on the move next. Then comes My Lady Dowry. Now the jock has his irons back in on beaming. Then a margin of 6 back to Tales of Mischief, followed up by Sure She's Grand. And then down on the inside, Your Awesome Blossom is underway as the first quarter was 23 and 2. Sanctuary Spot, the daughter of Fast Bullet, arrives to the top of the lane with a half-length lead. Here's Candy Lou on the move and on the attack to the outside. Woman of Love back in 3rd, and Zumake, the Gulfstream Invader, is down the center of the track, and Motor and Home, they're inside the final Florence furlong. It's Candy Lou. Here comes Zumake up to the attack, 1/16 left for Candy Lou. Zumake lunging up to the outside, deep stretch. Here's the winning line. Candy Lou hanging on. Candy Lou gives Declan Cannon 3 wins on the card. Zumake was 2nd, tight for 3rd in 107 flat. Number 11, Candy Lou breaks her maiden here, and lucky start, number 13. Well handled throughout by jockey Declan Cannon, who gets his 3rd victory on the night. Owned by the Foster family racing of Brooklyn Foster, who gets their 2nd owning victory, and Eric Foster with his 2nd winning training victory on the night. Candy Lou returns $14.80, $7.80, $5. Second, number 9, Zumake. Third, the 8, Woman of Love. Finishing 4th was number 2, My Lady Dowry. And 5th, number 3, Your Awesome Blossom. Exacta $89.60. Try $227.30. The double $57. The pick 3 $173.80. Pick 4 $2,557.20. Superfecta $6,135.40. No winners in the high 5. Carryover better than $3,500. Well, that wraps it up for this Saturday edition of Racing from Turfway Park. Live racing returns Thursday with a 6:15 post. From all of us here at the track, thank you for tuning in. This has been the Turfway Park Report.